What is the pros and cons of one versus two darts on the skirt? This is a very great question. I'm happy that I received this one. Why make two thin darts instead of one wider? When the darts get wider and larger, basically the look of your pattern distorted more, gets distorted more, especially when your waist, the difference between your waist and your hip is if you have a curvier body, your waist is small, your hip is rounder, you definitely want to have two, sometimes three darts to shape beautifully around your body. When you do one huge dart, that dart only shapes around the where you are actually draping, not the sides. You can, curve the sides too, but think about it. If you have a fabric that has a pattern or designs on it, the wider it gets, the more distorted it's gonna look when you close one big chunk dart. But there are things. Let's say you are more uh, triangle shape, like I am apple, but I am if when I'm very thin, when I used to be very thin, like size 6, that I thought I was size 6, but turned out I'm actually dressed size 10. But size 6, there was no waist. I'm totally straight. So my hip are smaller, almost like very smaller than my body. So for me, if I wanted to make a pencil skirt for myself, there is no need for me to make two darts. One dart will suffice. It's going to work. So it's all about playing with your dress form, with your shape for the woman that you are draping for. Whatever her body needs, you will give it. You know what I mean? So there is no rules in here again. If we are doing this again with the standard body shape that we have, which has a curves, beautiful curves, and some of the dress forms I saw, amazing perky breasts, it's not real. Like, no, you cannot find no woman out there seriously without the boob job to have a beautiful perky. Like, this amount of size was so little because it was like all up. We're gonna change those dress forms into the dress form that you want and to the real body shapes later. But again, for your slopers, we are doing this for, as a standard sizing, the body measurements. That is, they called it perfect shape, which I hate that word, but it is more like, uh, I don't know if you remember this expression in 90s, but there was like this word going around 90, 60, 90, which is centimeters, 90 around the bust, 60 around the waist, and 90 centimeters around the hips. So that was the ideal woman's shape called by men. I dress so many skinny models, like size 0, seriously. They were crying that around their waist is not 60. So this is what industry is actually poison us. Like, she is literally had nothing on her body, not nose, just the skin. And she was depressed that her waist was not 60 centimeters, it was 64, no matter what she did. So these are, finally, they are 64, 65, even my skinny girls and my dress forms. But that was the industry, you know, ideal measurement thing. For those, or for our dress forms, which are closer to that size, is two darts are needed. But let's say your around your waist is 70, not 70 centimeters. 70 centimeters, I'm not really good with inches. 70 centimeters, and your hip area is 100, right? There is a difference. You are not close to that ideal shape, but your shape is kind of has these curves. Then you want to have at least two darts to create that beautiful line on your skirt. We get that? 36, 24, 36. Yeah, 69, 90, 60, 90 was a very European thing that we always, I grew up with that number in my head. And when I was like 15 and 16, my mom measured me because she wanted to make me a dress for my prom. And I was like 72 around my waist, which was huge, right? For a 15, 16-year-old girl. And I thought that I was thin. I cried for a week and I taped myself. I actually used this, what do we call that? They duct taped my body so I can make my around my waist smaller. So we went all through this. Thanks God for women liberation. Hey, Nedanikui here. Thank you for watching this video and I hope it helps you on your sewing and dressmaking journey. If you like to create clothes for any shape that fits like a glove without wasting weeks on figuring out the fit issues, I'd like to invite you to check out our online platform called Draping Society. We've got step-by-step courses, live stream seminars every week, and we have an amazing worldwide community of like-minded sewists. We also have a unique system we call the Dressmaker's Path. No matter where you are right now on your skill, whether you are a new beginner or working professional, this system is designed to kickstart your progress with a huge impact, while also having a lot of fun along the way. We designed Draping Society as a relaxed year-round workshop that you can follow at your own pace, so you are never going to get that feeling of falling behind. On the flip side, you'll never feel held back either. If you wish to become a confident and skillful dressmaker, join us and be amazed by your transformation. Click here or below, or just go to drapingsociety.com. I look forward to seeing you inside. Cheers.